Hey everyone, Reece here, and today we are checking out Dreamcatcher Fly High. Now, I know that some of the comments mentioned this was a prequel, so let's see how that shapes my viewing going into it. It's a nice CG butterfly. Now that's a shot I'm expecting. Beautiful fog. Ooh. And you're immediately getting a much more vibrant look right off the bat. It was contrasted with the overcast blue straight away. Yeah, there. Interesting. Ooh, nice little tracking zoom. I like that technique. It's a much lighter sound. There's a lot happening, I'm just trying to piece it together. Oh, that's fucking eerie. Oh heck, okay. It just has black paper. I love that. Interesting. Oh, those contacts though. Yeah, Shion. And then she saw herself. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Yuyeon's going evil. Yeah, does that sound like? Ooh, that's lighter. Yeah, sure. Oh, she straight up burnt it. Oh, heck. Wait, is she gonna close the gate? Or is she gonna get out? Yeah. Oh, heck, okay. Oh, well, that was an eerie positioning. Huh. What to digest there? I mean, she trapped them in by the looks of it, either to contain the evil that they've unleashed or to let it spread amongst each of them. Interesting. The best place to start would be at the beginning, at our very first story beat. Now that would be when Jiu captures the spider. So a good way they did that as well was they didn't reveal really what she had captured, but they did reveal that it was sentient enough and looking at her. Now a good way to do that is have that sort of distorted edge thing so that you're showing that it is a point of view shot rather than having a either shot before or after a point of view shot, which would generally determine whose it is and who's looking at what. This was a way to sort of keep it ambiguous. They also repeated that when Gahyun was in bed and something was sort of looking at her and was shifting around a bit before she got the hand to the mouth. So I'm intrigued again. That seems like they've unleashed some entity or something had been in that house, because you've got Dami reading over what I assume is text that are some kind of magical tomes, grimoires of sorts, who knows. But it seems like they've definitely unleashed something, especially with Jiu seeing herself playing the piano as well. I mean, one of my favourite shots already is that beautiful transition from Yuhyun as she sort of went to a far more menacing look, which is already established right off the bat with the contrast between the red outfit they're wearing when the sun is out, and then when it's overcast they've got that navy blue, and even the colour grading was different as well, so you've got this beautiful contrast back and forward already. And as the music video progressed, a lot of the dancing was purely done in the dark blue, as sort of signifying that changeover, I guess, as they have been corrupted to some extent. Our main exterior shots, purely with Shion and Suwa most of the time, is already setting that uneasy tone, especially right off the bat, with that very faint sort of track in, zoom out, or is it a zoom in with a track back? I think they did both at different times, but I know mostly it was the camera was moving back as the lens would sort of zoom in slightly, and that already creates a very uncomfortable feeling right off the bat. It's very uneasy, especially when it's outside and it is a much darker sort of grade. They've gone there, the green has been more saturated with a lot more blue put into it. Plus she's just carrying a bunny by the ear, stuff plushy, like, come on, that's definitely weird. Another thing we get a lot of is Dutch tilts, specifically with Jiu's running shots. Again, it creates a lot of uncertainty and discomfort when the camera is no longer flat and linear. Having it with that tilt does create different feelings. We also get those butterflies with Jiu that you see right at the start. That's a lot of, it's innocence, it's grace, it's beauty, it's all those fun things. But then as they burn up and vanish, it's your turning point, you can't go back. And so I believe that is as they've all begun their change and they've been corrupted by something that has happened at this point, there is that turning point where they can't go back, which is when Yuyeon kills the spider. And I think that is when they sort of hit that turning point. So they've obviously unleashed something that's influenced them, but now they've hit that point where they can't return because they've killed something, I guess. I don't know how significant the spider is in the rest of the story, but there was very faint glimpses of a woman in a veil, and a veil can be very cobweb-like. I don't know, I'm just pulling at strings here. Cobwebs. I couldn't think of a good pun there. Doesn't matter. When they're all in sync eating flowers and they all look at you with that slight little punch in, that's like, you know, shit is finally clicked over, something's happened. Whew. I mean, I feel like it doesn't quite link wholly to Chase Me and Goodnight, so I'm assuming what is next may have another bridging point there, but it's nice to see that they were all happy people at one point. Either way, I still dig him. Dreamcatcher is awesome, and I will continue this in the next one. Yeah.